So when I sit down with a functional medicine or concierge medicine practice or whatever it is, and that regenerative medicine, etc. Now I want to know what is your reoccurring clients and what they pay and what your gross revenue actually looks like. Because if you don't really have those numbers off the top of your head, it's not a big deal, but it's something that we eventually want to get to. I'm sure they're written down somewhere. We'll figure it out. But we can look at the industry standard for your specific niche, whether that's just functional medicine, regenerative medicine, or any type of concierge care, and we'll get a really solid baseline, right? From there, we'll look at your overhead. I'm talking your lease, any equipment that you're renting, your front desk girl, or registered nurses, how many are on staff, or any support staff, anything like that. We'll put all of that together because once we know what it costs to keep the doors open, well, we can figure out where you can actually comfortably spend on marketing and advertising without feeling like it's a gamble, and you never want that feeling going into it like that. So there's a calculation to this. So then we calculate your recommended ad budget based on these actual numbers, not a guess. We look at your LTV, and that is your lifetime value per patient. And then we look at your CAC, right? What it actually currently costs to bring a new patient into the door, what it costs to acquire a client. And then we actually start to build from there. But the bigger picture, though, is a lot of practitioners in this space are incredible at what they do, and they just focus on that, right? And they focus on helping people, not really focusing on the business and the marketing side because they're too busy trying to get better at helping people, and it consumes them. But that's completely understandable, but that's where it's great for me to come in and help. So if you want to grow or scale or even sell your practice one day, a business built on only referrals is worth a fraction of one that has multiple different revenue channels coming in. I'm talking Google, Meta, organic search, AI search, all of this working together as a well-oiled machine. So hopefully that helps, and that's exactly what we help build. Is it just starts with you understanding your numbers, and then we really go from there. So it doesn't feel like you're just winging it and gambling. And so, eventually you get to a place that's called ROAS, return on ad spend. So you can know when you put a dollar in, that you get $3 out, whatever it may be. Or you can put a dollar in, get five out. That's a ROAS of five, right? So there's calculations to this, so it doesn't feel like you're gambling. So a lot of people are really nervous with that, but I like to educate them on these numbers. What's your LTV? What's your CAC? Things like that. So then you're educated, and then we can go into this, with a better state of mind. And if you ever want to sell it, it's a lot more valuable.